Well, good afternoon, Pirates, and welcome to the Armstrong Atlantic State University Baseball Conference Series. Your Armstrong Atlantic State Pirates taking on the number 16 ranked USC Aiken Pacers in the first of three from here at Pirate Field. Today's game will pit Thomas Gray against Stephen Owens, and tomorrow we'll have a doubleheader to finish things off. First time the Pirates have been home for a couple of weeks. They completed a 9-game road stand, so to speak, with a neutral site game over at Grayson Stadium as the Pirates took on Savannah State and won that contest 7-4. The Pirates will host the Pacers this weekend and also host Augusta State on Tuesday. Armstrong has just 8 more home games on the schedule for the 2010 regular season. And the Pirates are trying to play their way back into contention in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. 4-11 record on the season in the conference. And we have just received word that the doubleheader tomorrow will begin at 12:30 instead of 1 p.m. So 12:30 p.m. for Game 2 in the series between the Pirates and the Pacers. But here today, the Pirates will face USC Aiken, who came into Pirate Field last year and swept 3 from the Pirates. And USC Aiken has won 4 of its last 5 this season, including taking 2 out of 3 from Augusta State last weekend. USC Aiken on the season 27-13 overall. They are 14-7 in the Peach Belt, and they are 8-6 away from home this year. Armstrong Atlantic takes the field. The Pirates 22-17 overall. 4-11 in the Peach Belt, as we said, and defensively for the Pirates behind Thomas Gray, it will be John Roberts behind the plate, Chris Zitrower at third base, Jake Sutton at shortstop, Carlos Cardoza-Oquendo at second base, Cameron Scott is at first base, and in the outfield from left to right, it's Josh Wilson, Michael Price, and Alex Weish. Alex Weish had the big hit for the Pirates against Savannah State on Tuesday, coming up with the bases loaded in the 8th inning of a tie 4-4 ball game and delivering a double into the right center field gap, sparking the Pirates to that 7-4 win over Savannah State. It was the first time that the Pirates and Savannah State have met since the 1999 season. Hopefully it will be an annual series again. It was a good environment out at Grayson Stadium, the Pirates and the Tigers playing an afternoon contest, and then fans who came to watch the Pirates and Tigers able to stay and watch the Savannah Sand Gnats take on Augusta. A little 2-for-1 deal. For USC Aiken, they will lead things off here in the top of the first. Stephen Carmen, the shortstop, David Vitko, the second baseman, and Bill Rice, the center fielder, to face Thomas Gray. Travis Howard, the first baseman, bats cleanup. Nick Arenas, the third baseman, bats fifth. Gary Asbill, the catcher, bats sixth. J.J. Loker will be in right field. He'll bat seventh. Josh Miller, the designated hitter, will bat eighth. And Matt Key, the left fielder, will bat ninth.
Now batting for the USC Aiken Pacers.
Gray making his 13th appearance and 12th start of the season. He is 3-2 with a 5.80 earned run average. 68 1/3 innings pitched for Gray, 91 hits given up. He has walked 21 and struck out 54. And Thomas Gray's first pitch is popped up in the infield by Carmen. Chris Zitrower behind the mound will make the grab for out number one.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 18, David Ditko.
So one pitch, one out for Thomas Gray, and it will bring up the second baseman, David Vitko. Vitko hitting .310 with 3 home runs and 14 runs driven in. By the way, the Armstrong Atlantic softball team in action in the 2010 Peach Belt Conference Tournament. They have already picked up a win today. They defeated Flagler 4-3 in 9 innings. And they advance to face the top-seeded and undefeated North Georgia Saints at 4 o'clock. The 0-1 pitch from Gray to Vitko is fouled off, out of play. And the count is 0-2. USC Aiken as a team, third in the Peach Belt with a .328 team batting average. They're also third in the Peach Belt in pitching with a .455 team earned run average. As Gray's 0-2 slider is outside, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Gray, grounded to short. Sutton takes it on 2 bounces, throws to first, and there's 2 away.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 22, Bill Rice.
So 2 down for the Pacers here in the top of the first, and it brings up the center fielder, Bill Rice. .363 average for Rice and a team-high 13 home runs. Little check swing. That is a fair ball. Roberts throws on to first in time, and that will retire the side. So Rice on an excuse-me swing grounds out to the catcher Roberts, and that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Pirates coming to bat. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic will get its first look at 6'8" Richmond transfer Stephen Owens. Owens listed at 6'8", 275. He is 5-2 with a 4.55 earned run average this season. First pitch to Alex Weish is high for a ball. Owens has thrown 57 in the third innings, given up 57 hits. He has walked 17 and struck out 61. Weish hits a ground ball into right field. That'll be a base hit off the glove of the second baseman, David Vitko, but the Pirates get the leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting for the Pirates, designated hitter, Austin Thomas.
So Alex Weish is on first for Austin Thomas. Hitting .293 on the year is Thomas, with 13 runs driven in. And with Alex on first, a snap throw to first, but Weish able to get back safely. Weish on the year, 38 steals and 44 attempts. He is tied for the 4th most stolen bases in a single season in Armstrong history with Mike Bertinoli. Bertinoli, is that right, Don? Bertinoli, who in 1985 stole 38 bases. His next target is assistant coach Calvin Culberson. Calvin stole 40 bases in 1987. That's the 3rd most. Weish has induced a few throws over to first from Owens. And another throw over to first. And he's back safely.
Hey, Ted. Hey, I'm actually on with baseball right now, but I just wanted to wish y'all good luck at 4 o'clock against North Georgia and tell you to make that game a little more exciting than that first one. It was really dull. All right. All right. Talk to you later. Bye. Yep. Bye. At least. Is that the right count? 1-1? Or is he not?
Pitch is high to Thomas, and so it's now 2-1 on the designated hitter for the Pirates. But Owens still paying plenty of attention to Alex Weish over at first. Another snap throw, and that gets away from the first baseman, but not far enough. And so it will keep Weish at first. But it's now a 2-1 count on Thomas. Two balls, one strike, nobody out. Runner goes, pitch is outside, and then the throw is high. So Alex Weish will slide into second base with the stolen base, his 39th of the season. That does lead the Peach Belt Conference, by the way. And the Pirates have a runner in scoring position now for Thomas with a 3-1 count. Austin Thomas, a redshirt freshman from Rome, Georgia. Looking to put the Pirates on top. Big swing and a miss, though, on the pitch from Owens, and it's 3-2. Weish leads away from second. Owens looks him back and delivers the payoff pitch to Thomas, and it's high for a ball. And so the Pirates have 2 on here in the bottom of the first for Chris Zitrower.
Pirates, third baseman, number 23, Chris Zitrower.
Chris Zitrower hitting .373 with 6 home runs, 38 runs driven in. Another redshirt freshman on the Pirates squad this season from Guyton, played at South Effingham High School. He shows bunt and fouls off the bunt for strike 1. So Owens with the 0-1 pitch, and that is low, taken for a ball. Zitrower had showed bunt, but that pitch was around his shoes. So it's 1-1. Only one other game in the Peach Belt Conference today. Columbus State is at Georgia Southwestern tonight at 6 to kick off their 3-game Peach Belt series. Owens' 1-1 pitch to Zitrower is inside, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch high for a ball, and Owens now in danger of loading up the bases here in the bottom of the first. Owens' 3-1 pitch is a strike. Even though Zitrower had squared the bunt, he was taking all the way. And so the count is now full. The 3-2 pitch will not be made. Instead, Owens bluffs a throw to second, chases Weish back to the bag. Weish led off the inning with a single. Through the right side, stole second. Austin Thomas drew a walk. And now the full count pitch from Owens to Zitrower is in the dirt, and the bases are loaded. And that will bring up sophomore John Roberts, the team's leading hitter.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 24, John Roberts.
Roberts hitting .415 with 11 home runs and 44 runs driven in, both of those team leading numbers. His last at-bat here at Pirate Field was the bottom of the ninth 2-run shot to give Armstrong an 8-7 win over Montevallo. That was back on March 28th. His first pitch, or the first pitch from Owens, is fouled back to the screen by Roberts, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch from Owens swung on and fouled back out of play again, and Owens gets ahead of Roberts 0-2.
Doesn't look like your buddy's leaving today, Mike.
I'll give him a few minutes. I'm not ready to go out there and bust his balls. And frankly, if he's there, I want his...
The 0-2 pitch from Owens to Roberts is high, and it's 1-2. The Armstrong Atlantic men's and women's tennis teams are currently in action in Peach Belt Conference tournament time as well in Jonesboro, Georgia. Line drive into right field. That is a base hit. 1 run will score. That ball narrowly avoided hitting Chris Zitrower on his way from first to second, but John Roberts puts the Pirates ahead with a bases-loaded RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Now batting for the Pirates, first baseman, number 8, Cameron Scott.
So John Roberts puts the Pirates on the board, and now Cameron Scott will step to the plate. Switch hitting first baseman, hitting .411 with a team-high 16 doubles, as well as 25 runs driven in. He takes a pitch for a strike from Owens, and it's 0-1. Austin Thomas on at third, Chris Zitrower on at second, and John Roberts on at first. The 0-1 pitch is lined into center field. That's a base hit. Throw to home will be cut off, but Zitrower stays at third. However, Thomas scores a run, and it's now 2-0. And that will spur some activity in the USC Aiken bullpen, as the Pirates have put 5 straight on against Owens here in the bottom of the first, and we're going to get a visit to the mound from USC Aiken. So we'll step away for a brief moment and come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball. Asbill is listed as 5'8".
not as bad as that St. Andrews guy. Yeah.
Meeting on the mound is done. Josh Wilson, the senior from Springfield, steps into the batter's box. Wilson hitting .299 with 2 homers and 27 runs driven in. He also has 12 doubles on the year. And he takes a first pitch strike from Owens. Wilson picked up his 302nd career hit on Tuesday against Savannah State. He is now 2 shy of the Peach Belt Conference's all-time hits record. He fouls off the 0-1 pitch, and it's now 0-2. Two-0 Pirates lead. We are in the bottom of the first inning between the Pirates and the number 16 ranked Pacers. The 0-2 pitch, high and tight. Wilson ducks out of the way, and it's 1-2. Wilson also 3 career doubles shy of the Peach Belt Conference's doubles mark. That's held by Clint Waters of Kennesaw State. The 1-2 pitch upstairs from Owens, making it 2-2. A left-hander in the pen for USC Aiken, as there's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and Josh Wilson strikes out for the first out of the first inning.
Now batting for the Pirates, center fielder number 1, Michael Price.
So that'll bring up Michael Price, the center fielder.
24 or 34?
Price hitting .244 with 22 runs driven in. Thomas McLeod, a 6'1 sophomore from Chapin, South Carolina, in the bullpen for the Pacers. As Owens' first pitch to Price is a strike on the outside corner. Chris Sitrauer on at third for the Pirates. John Roberts on at second. Cameron Scott on at first. Swinging a fly ball into right center field. That's going to get into the gap. 2 runs will score. Scott digs for third. It'll be a 2 RBI single for Michael Price, and the Pirates lead it 4-0. So a timely hit for Michael Price. Plates 2, and the Pirates lead it 4-0 with Jake Sutton, the freshman shortstop, coming to the plate. Would not be surprised if the Pirates try to squeeze a run home here.
Number 7, Jake Sutton.
With a runner on third. Sutton leads the team in sacrifice hits with 8. Throw over to first, and Michael Price is back to the bag. Price is second on the team in steals with 23, so he could be taking off here. Owens fakes the throw to third and then fakes a throw to first. 4 runs on 4 hits for the Pirates here in the bottom of the first inning. Popped up bunt by Sutton. It actually goes over the head of the first baseman, Howard, into foul territory, but it will fall for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch grounded to third. They'll only take the out at first as Price will advance to second. Scott had to hold up at third, but the ground out means that USC Aiken is 1 out away from getting out of the jam, as Carlos Cardozo-Oquendo will be the 9th batter to hit in the inning for the Pirates.
Now batting for the Pirates, second baseman number 4, Carlos Cardozo-Oquendo.
Carlos hitting .207 in limited action, 6 hits and 29 at-bats. He has a double and 9 runs driven in. He takes a strike from Owens, and it's 0-1. Cardozo-Oquendo in his 3rd season with the Pirates. From San Juan, Puerto Rico, transferred to Armstrong from Georgia State University. Swings and it's a little nubber behind the mound. Play by the shortstop. Carmen is in time to get Cardozo-Oquendo, and that will retire the side. But a good start for the Pirates. 4 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, and 2 left on base. We go to the top of the second. It is 4-0 Armstrong. Travis Howard swings and misses at the first pitch from Thomas Gray as he leads off the second inning for the Pacers. Another big swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Howard, an All-American last year for USC Aiken, hitting .338, 7 home runs, 38 runs driven in this year. The 0-2 pitch from Gray to Howard is outside, and it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch, high and tight, taken for a ball by Howard. And it's 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to third, but it will kick foul. And it's 2-2. In the doubleheader last year here at Pirate Field, Howard hit a controversial home run down the right field line that gave the Pacers a 5-4 victory over Armstrong Atlantic. Sparked them to a doubleheader sweep and the 3-game sweep over the Pirates. The 3-2 pitch from Thomas Gray. It's fouled off by Howard. Three-two pitch hit to deep center field. This one is carrying, and this one will be caught by Michael Price on the run right in front of the warning track for out number 1. That brings up Nick Arenas, the leading hitter for the Pacers.
Now batting for the Pacers.
4.07 average this season. 8 home runs and 39 runs driven in. Arenas is a junior from Lexington, South Carolina, all-conference performer for the Pacers a year ago. Gray's first pitch is a breaking ball that stays high, and it's 1-0. Four 0 Pirates leading the Pacers. We are in the top of the second inning. Single game today here at Pirate Field, and a doubleheader tomorrow beginning at 12:30. First pitch between the Pirates and the Pacers. Fly ball into right field. Alex Weiss drifts into the gap and makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 down, the catcher, Gary Asbill, will come to the plate.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 36, Gary Asbill.
Asbill is hitting .311 with a homer and 12 runs driven in. Senior from Batesburg, South Carolina. Gray's first pitch is a breaking ball strike. Pirates will host Augusta State on Tuesday in a non-conference affair against the conference rival Jaguars. Ground ball to third. Zitrauer takes it on 2 bounces, throws low to first, but Scott digs it out of the dirt. And 3 up, 3 down go the Pacers in the second. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Pirates lead it 4-0.
The Pacers go down.
As far as I know, yes, they are now. They used to not be, but they moved to direct deposit this year. Travel reimbursements and something else also. For Francis Marion? I got the Pembroke ones. Top of the order for the Pirates for a second straight inning as Alex Weish leads things off for the Pirates in inning number 2. He started the 4-run rally in the first against Pacers hurler Stephen Owens with a leadoff single, stole second, and scored the first run of the ball game. Weish fouls off the 0-1 pitch, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. Weish now hitting .365 on the year. 3 home runs and 35 runs driven in. The 0-2 pitch is high for a ball. And his 39 stolen bases continue to lead the Peach Belt Conference. Last check, he was ranked second in NCAA Division II in steals. Foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Asbill, and Weish is out on strikes for the first out of the second inning.
Now batting for the Pirates, designated hitter Austin Thomas.
Austin Thomas now batting, the designated hitter. Drew a walk and scored in the first. Owens walked 2 in the first inning. He has struck out 2 now in the game. And the first pitch is in the dirt for a ball. The next pitch from Owens inside, taken for a ball. And it's 2-0. The matchups for the Pirate tennis teams today in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. The Lady Pirates are taking on Lander. That match currently underway. The Armstrong men will face USC Aiken. That match slated to begin at 6 p.m. The 2-0 pitch is low for a ball, and Owens is behind 3-0 now to Thomas. But the 3-0 pitch is right over the plate for a strike. The 3-1 pitch from Owens, low, ball 4, and Thomas draws his second walk of the game against Owens.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 23, third baseman Chris Zitrower.
So that brings up Chris Zitrower. He walked and scored in the first inning. He swings and it's a ground ball to third, and it's bobbled by the third baseman, so an error on Nick Arenas will put 2 on for the Pirates. He made the nice play to field the ball, but then when he tried to get it out of his glove to turn the double play, it popped out. And so 2 on now for the Pirates with 1 out for John Roberts. Roberts drove in the first run of the ball game with a single in the first. Big swing and a miss on the changeup by Owens, and it's 0-1. Thomas leads away from second. Zitrower leads away from first. The 0-1 pitch, well high, but Roberts could not check his swing, and he's now behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, taken for a ball. The 0-1-2 pitch popped up in the infield, but it will fall foul. The third baseman, Arenas, charged, but couldn't make a play on the ball. Wasn't in a real hurry to, though, because seeing as it was going to be a foul ball. The count goes to 1-2. So again, the 1-2 pitch from Stephen Owens to John Roberts is outside, taken for a ball. Two-two pitch, line to third. Again, Aranis bobbles it, but this time he's able to step on the bag and throw on to first, and it is a 5-3 double play to get the Pacers out of the inning. So we head to the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. End of 2, it's 4-0 Pirates. I don't think you want to do the play-by-play. So he saw you and took off, huh?
I wasn't even going to see him.
Right.
I just wanted to talk to the one with the dogs.
Right.
I was gonna stay for the trip. I'm in the middle of the day. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, if you are parked anywhere outside, you're ready for the ballpark. We're not supposed to park these three vehicles at this time. He saw you coming, sorry.
I know. Like I said, I wasn't even going for it.
Well, if you didn't have to tell him every game, it might be different.
He's been pretty good about it.
You haven't had a baseball game, honestly. Like,
But even then, he's been better about it.
oh, I took my baseball from the Sundance game.
Right.
I went and found it today. I picked it up, and it's like, not hell. My dog ate it. She was like, ooh, yummy baseball. Shoot it hell.
J.J. Loker leads off the the top of the third inning for USC Aiken. He'll be followed by Josh Miller and Matt Key to face Thomas Gray here in the third. Loker hitting .364, 2 home runs, 18 runs driven in, and Thomas Gray's first pitch is outside for a ball. Loker is a freshman from Elkton, Virginia. Left-handed batting right fielder. Hits a ground ball to second. Cardozo Okendo up with it, throws on to first, and there's one away. So one down for Josh Miller, the designated hitter. Miller hitting .389. This is just his 17th appearance and 9th start of the year. 14 hits and 36 at-bats for Miller. A home run and 7 runs driven in. The freshman backup catcher from Chapin, South Carolina, takes a pitch upstairs for a ball. Pitch swung on and missed, making it 1-1. Pirates are still searching for their first Peach Belt Conference Series win of the year. They have taken single games from Columbus State, UNC Pembroke, Francis Marion. I should say second series win. They did take 2 out of 3 from Montevallo. However, Francis Marion, UNC Pembroke, Columbus State, all nationally ranked when the Pirates faced them, just as the Pacers are nationally ranked coming into this weekend. So, to correct myself, they're looking for their first series win against a nationally ranked team. The 2-2 pitch from Thomas Gray to the designated hitter Josh Miller is grounded to short on one. Sutton up with it. He throws on to first, and there's 2 away. So with 2 down, the left fielder Matt Key will step to the plate. Key's hitting .270 with a home run and 17 runs driven in. USC Aiken as a team 52 home runs on the year, double of the Pirates' 26 homers this season. Gray's first pitch to Key is outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch is on the corner for a strike, making the count 1-1. Pitch popped up into very shallow right field. In fact, foul territory. Alex Weish on the run. He will make the grab. And 3 up, 3 down go the Pacers in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It is 4-0 Pirates.
Pirates will come up to bat. Fans, Applebee's is a proud sponsor of ASU Baseball and Softball 2010. Bring your program to Applebee's on app to receive 10% off your total bill.
Glenn, 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 Glenn. Glenn, Glenn, Glenn. Glenn, Glenn, Glenn. Glenn, Glenn, Glenn. Ooh, USC Aiken beats Augusta State in Peach Belt softball. That's interesting.
North Georgia's the ones that wore the green jersey.
Yes.
on Patrick's Day.
Yes. Yes.
It was something like that series.
No, they haven't lost yet. No, we lost 5-2, 5-4. We were leading 4-1 and lost 5-4 in game 2.
That's right.
Yes.
It's still possible.
Oh, yeah.
Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. We move to the bottom of the third inning. Cameron Scott, Josh Wilson, Michael Price to face Stephen Owens here in the bottom of the third. First pitch swinging is Scott. He fouls it off down the left side. Arenas gives chase, but up against the fence makes the catch. Nice athletic play by Arenas, and it's 1 down. And it brings up Josh Wilson, the strikeout victim of Owens in the first. He looks at a first pitch ball upstairs from Owens, and it's 1-0. We told you that Armstrong Atlantic softball knocked off Flagler 4-3 in 9 innings. Other scores from the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. North Georgia, the Pirates' next opponent, shut out Lander 4-0 to improve to 42-0 on the year. USC Aiken, the 7th seed, knocked off the 2nd-seeded Jaguars of Augusta State 5-4. The 1-2 pitch to Wilson is fouled off, so Josh stays alive. And another pitch fouled off by Wilson keeps the count at 1-2. One-two pitch hit to right field on the run is Loker, and he will make the grab for out number 2. He was hit a mile high and got up into the wind, which seems to be blowing out or across from left to right field today. But it was plenty high for Loker to make the grab, and with 2 down, it brings up the center fielder Michael Price. Price came up with a 2 RBI single with the bases loaded in the first inning. So he's 1 for 1 today. Tries to punt his way on, but punts the pitch foul over the screen behind the stands for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch from Owens to Price is in the dirt, taken for a ball, and it's 1-1. Delivery upstairs again. Price showed bunt, but that pitch is up around his eyes, and it's 2-1. That is a strike. It's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is high for a ball, so Price works the full count against Owens here in the 3rd. And called strike 3. Price thought he had a walk, but Owens strikes him out looking. The 3rd strikeout for Owens through 3 innings of work. We head to the top of the 4th. Nothing across for the Pirates in the 3rd. It's 4-0.
No errors, no men left on base for the Pirates. As we go to the top of the 4th.
What Austin Thomas did for us. Portland and I about had a heart attack when it came through.
USC Aiken Stephen Carmen, the shortstop, who popped up to third his first time up, leads things off. Lefty hitting sophomore shortstop from Camden, South Carolina. Hitting .381 this season. Takes a pitch upstairs for a ball. 6 home runs, 31 runs driven in. And the next pitch is low for a ball, making it 2-0. Pitch, that's a strike at the belt. And the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Good breaking ball by Gray. Makes it 2-2. Two pitch grounded to second. Cardozo Kendo up with it, throws on to first, and there's one away.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 18, David Ditko.
That brings up the second baseman, David Vitko. He grounded out to short his first time up. Gray's first pitch to the righty is a strike. USC Aiken 14-7 in the Peach Bowl Conference, percentage points behind UNC Pembroke, who leads the Peach Belt Eastern Division. 12-9 are the Braves, 14-7 are the Pacers. Francis Marion is third in the standings at 12-6. Flagler, the Pirates' next opponent in the conference next weekend, is 9-9, and then Lander is 5-13. The 2-1 pitch from Gray swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. USC Aiken started off the conference season taking 2 of 3 from then number 2 Francis Marion. Part of a 7-2 start in the league. Ground ball to short. Sutton up with it. Quick throw to first, and there's 2 down. Mixed in there was a 3-game sweep of Montevallo, as well as winning 2 out of 3 from Georgia Southwestern.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 22, Bill Rice.
As the center fielder Bill Rice steps to the plate. He grounded out to the catcher John Roberts on a check swing his first time up. The first pitch from Gray is a breaking ball for a strike. USC Aiken then swept 3 from Lander and took 2 out of 3 from UNC Pembroke before they hit a lull. They dropped 2 out of 3 at home to Georgia College and also lost 2 out of 3 at Flagler before rebounding to win 2 out of 3 this past weekend against Augusta State. The 1-1 pitch is hit into deep right field. But on the run is Alex Weiss. She makes the running catch in the gap, and 3 up, 3 down go the Pacers in the fourth. We had the bottom of the fourth inning. Your score, Armstrong 4, USC Aiken 0.
How long do you think he goes?
Huh?
How long do you think he'll go?
6, maybe 7. He won't go past 7 because McCurry will come in.
What if he continues to do what he's doing?
Yeah, well, he ain't going to continue doing what he's doing. He hasn't struck out anyone yet, let's put it that way. No, Gray.
Nobody's getting on either.
Would you let it ride?
At this rate, as long as he can go.
Like the song says.
That's right, let it ride. Having a problem there?
Jake Sutton, the shortstop for the Pirates, looks at a first pitch strike from Stephen Owens. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Pirates leading it 4-0. Sutton grounded out to third base his first time up. He takes the 0-1 pitch high, and it's 1-1. Freshman from Sarasota, Florida, Sutton hitting .259. Pops one up to shallow right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And Jake Sutton leads off the fourth inning with a single down the right field line. And it will bring up the second baseman, Carlos Cardoza Oquendo.
Now batting for the Pirates, second baseman, Carlos Cardoza Oquendo.
Carlos 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his first time up, but wouldn't be surprised if he is laying down a sacrifice here to try and move Sutton into scoring position. 4-0 lead, but the Pirates would love to have a little more insurance against the third best hitting team in the Peach Belt Conference. First pitch to Cardoza Oquendo is upstairs for a ball. Bunt is a good one to the pitcher. Throw to first is not in time. And it looked like Owens slipped a little bit when he tried to plant his foot and throw, and that was all Cardoza Oquendo needed to bunt, to beat out the bunt for a base hit. And the Pirates now have 2 on with nobody out here in the fourth.
Now batting for the Pirates, right fielder number 3, Alex White.
So back-to-back base hits, and the Pirates have something cooking here in the fourth with Alex Weish stepping in. He shows bunt, pops up the bunt to the pitcher, and Owens will field it for out number 1.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 6, designated hitter, Austin Thomas.
So 1 down, and Austin Thomas steps to the plate. He has walked twice against Owens in this contest. USC Aiken gets back up. Thomas McLeod, the left-hander, in the bullpen. And the first pitch from Owens to Thomas is a strike at the knees. Jake Sutton leads away from second. Carlos Cardoza Oquendo leads away from first. The 0-1 pitch is in the dirt, taken for a ball. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Pirates here in the fourth. All 4 scored in the first inning, in an inning in which the Pirates sent 9 men to the plate against Owens. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. And the catcher Asbill out to talk things over with Owens. Might have gotten crossed up on the signs there. And it's now a 1-2 count on Thomas. One ball, 2 strikes. The delivery from Owens. Ground ball bobbled by Owens, but he is able to recover enough to underhand it to the first baseman Howard and retire Thomas. It's been a very active inning for Owens defensively.
Now batting for the Pirates,
he does retire Thomas for the second out of the inning. Sutton and Cardoza Oquendo move up a base each. And now Chris Zitrauer will bat, with runners in scoring position but 2 down in the fourth. Zitrauer is 0 for 1 officially. He walked and scored in the first and reached on an error in the second. The first pitch from Owens is in the dirt, taken for a ball, and it's 1-0. Big swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch, well out in front of it, and it's 1-1. One pitch, that's a strike. And it's 1-2. And time called as Owens taking a little too much extra time to deliver the pitch. Jake Sutton started the inning with a single down the right field line. Carlos Cardozo-Kendo reached on a bunt single. And Zitrauer fouls off the 1-2 fastball from Owens. One-two pitch down the third base line, but just foul. So again, the 1-2 delivery. High chopper to third. Aranis will throw on to first, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base for the Pirates. We are through 4 here at Pirate Field. It's 4-0 Armstrong. We move to the top of the 5th inning. Armstrong Atlantic leading USC Aiken 4-0. Travis Howard, the first baseman, will lead things off. He drove a ball deep to center field that Michael Price was able to run down in front of the warning track. So he is 0 for 1 today. Gray's first pitch to him is down and away for a ball. The Armstrong softball team in action against North Georgia. The Pirates are 4th in the latest NCAA Division II Southeast Region rankings released on Wednesday. High chopper foul off the bat of Howard makes it 1-1. So with the win against Flagler, the Pirates should be in good shape for the NCAA regionals. Those regional bids will be announced on May 10th. So a little bit of a lull for the softball team, about 3 weeks of inactivity before the Southeast Region rankings, or for the Southeast Region, will commence. And again, most likely North Georgia will be the host of those regionals for a second straight year. The 2-1 pitch from Gray to Howard is grounded foul again down the third base side, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Gray, down in the dirt, taken for a ball. And it's 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch is inside, taken for a ball. And the Pacers have their first base runner on the full count walk to Howard.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 6, Nick Arenas.
So that brings up the third baseman, Nick Arenas. He flew out to right his first time up. Howard leads away from first, but it's a modest lead. Gray's first pitch to Arenas is fouled off on a check swing. Gray working from the stretch, the 0-1 pitch in the dirt, taken for a ball, and it's 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to second, Cardozo-Kendo to Sutton for one, and then Sutton couldn't get the ball cleanly out of his glove, but the old in the vicinity play will mean Howard is out at second on the spin move from Sutton, and there's one down. Head coach for USC Aiken, Kenny Thomas, out to talk things over with the bases umpire, but as it is now, there is one down. So one down, one on for the catcher, Gary Asbill. He grounded out to third his first time up.
Now batting for the USC Pacers, number 36, Gary Asbill.
Not really. You have to give an infield fly. We don't have to give it in the neighborhood.
Runner goes on the first pitch. It's a hit and run, and Asbill fouls off the first pitch. Gray's 0-1 pitch to Asbill, hit to center field. On the run is Michael Price, and he makes the running catch. Throw to first is over the head of everyone. So an error on Michael Price will allow Arenas to advance to second. A little too ambitious trying to double off Arenas at third. It'll be an error, and USC Aiken will have a runner in scoring position, but 2 out here in the 5th. That is the first error on Michael Price this season in 64 chances. And it brings up the right fielder, J.J. Loker. He grounded out to second his first time up. And he swings and misses at the first offering from Thomas Gray. North Georgia has an early 1-0 lead on the Pirates in the Peach Belt Conference tournament. An RBI single by Courtney McGuire. Breaking ball by Gray right over the plate for a strike, and it's now 0-2. Gray looks in for the sign, takes a little too much time, so Loker calls time. Now the 0-2 pitch from Gray is a little low for a ball. So the 1-2 pitch from Gray is fouled over towards the Pacer dugout. Loker way in front of the off-speed pitch. The 1-2 pitch from Gray in the dirt, taken for a ball. And it's 2-2. Two-two pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. And that ends the inning for the Pacers. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 4-0 Armstrong.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left.
John Roberts, Cameron Scott, Josh Wilson to face Owens here in the bottom of the 5th. Pirates leading it 4-0. Roberts 1 for 2, grounded into a double play his last time up on a ball that was scorched to third. He hits a towering fly ball to right on the first pitch he sees from Owens. Easy play for Loker, and there's one away.
Now batting, Pirates first baseman number 8, Cameron Scott.
Now we'll bring up Cameron Scott. He fouled out to third his last time up, drove in a run with a single in the first, so he is 1 for 2. He swings and hits one into deep center field, and this is going to get into the gap and roll all the way to the warning track. Scott will pull up into second base with a double, and that's the first extra base hit of the game for the Pirates, and for Scott, his team-leading 17th double of the season.
Now batting, Pirates left fielder number 5, Josh Wilson.
So that brings up Josh Wilson with a runner in scoring position. Wilson 0 for 2, struck out in the first, flew out in the third, and again, McLeod gets up in the bullpen for the Pacers. He hits a tie chopper to second. This will be an easy play for Vitko as Wilson is retired 4-3. Scott moves to third for Michael Price.
And for the Pirates, center fielder number 1, Michael Price.
Price steps in, the switch hitting center fielder, 1 for 2 with a pair of runs driven in today. Shows bunt and takes a pitch outside for a ball. Swinging a line drive to short, and that is stabbed by the shortstop Carmen, and that retires the side. Pirates get a one-out double by Scott, but can't bring him around. We are through 5 here at Pirate Field. It is 5-0 Pirates.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. I did, but I didn't write it up. I wasn't going to say anything when he tied it. I'm only waiting until he breaks it, and I just figured it's 2 to tie, 3 to break, and I put money on the fact that he wasn't going to have 3 hits today. Yeah, I've already. Yes. I was gonna say basically whenever that half inning's done, we'll have a little read for him. It's not so. I mean, I don't know about like if they were gonna save the ball or not, but I mean, I guess they could. Yeah. Wow, Hedrick got out of the bases loaded jam. Only 1 run scored. Yeah. North George is up 1-0. Yep.
Designated hitter Josh Miller leads off the top of the 6th for USC Aiken against senior right-hander Thomas Gray. Miller grounded out to short his last time up, which was also his first time up back in the 3rd inning. Gray's first pitch is down and away for a ball. Miller showed bunt, but took that pitch for a ball. Fastball is a strike on the outside part of the plate. North Georgia continues to lead Armstrong 1-0 in the second inning. Emily Hedrick pitched her way out of a bases-loaded jam with just 1 run scoring against the top-ranked team in the land. Ground ball off the bat of Miller goes foul down the third base side, and it's 1-2. Win or lose, the Pirates will play at least 1 game tomorrow. If they were to knock off North Georgia, they would not have to play till 1:30. If they lose to the Saints, they will have to play at 11 a.m. in an elimination game. With only 8 teams advancing to the tournament, Sunday is a championship Sunday with only 2 teams advancing to Sunday. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Miller is out on strikes. Second strikeout for Gray. Second straight strikeout for the right-hander, and there's 1 down.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 7, Matt Key.
That brings up the left fielder, Matt Key. He fouled out to right field his first time up. Gray's first pitch is a breaking ball low for a ball. USC Aiken's starters tomorrow, most likely Jason Cockcroft, who is undefeated this year, 5-0 with a 3.28 ERA, and Clayton Knight, who has made a team-high 10 starts for the Pacers. Push bunt by Key right to the pitcher, Gray. Gray underhands it to first, and there is now 2 away. Pirates starters tomorrow, most likely
Now batting for the Pacers,
Chris
1,
Bass and
Stephen Carmen.
Brian Roby. Roby has started the second most games for the Pirates this season, 9. And Bass has been the de facto third conference starter at least the last 3 series for head coach Joe Roberts. Back to the top of the lineup for Stephen Carmen, the shortstop. He made a nice stab of the line drive off the bat of Price that ended the 5th inning. He is 0 for 2, grounded out to second his last time up. The 1-0 pitch from Gray. Check swing, back to Gray. He'll underhand it to Scott, and 3 up, 3 down go the Pacers in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates lead at 4-0. Bottom of the 6th inning here at Pirate Field. Jake Sutton will lead things off. He is 1 for 2 today, singled in his last at-bat. And Stephen Owens' first pitch to Sutton is right over the plate for a strike. 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for the Pirates as they bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt from Owens, and it's 1-1. Owens has really settled down since giving up the 4 runs to the Pirates in the 1st inning. He's given up just 3 hits since then. Ground ball foul down the third base side makes it 1-2 on Sutton. One-two pitch well high, taken for a ball.
After our cat announced it, scoop 1 hot dogs. This actually close to being at 70.
Swinging a pop-up again behind the bag at first. Foul territory, though, similar to the first inning where Sutton plopped one in fair territory down the right field line. This one, however, curves foul to keep Sutton alive with a 2-2 count.
The end of the next inning, at the end of this inning, will take place because I gotta find a 7-minute stretch.
Swinging a fly ball into right center field. Center fielder Rice calls off Loker and makes the grab for out number 1.
Now batting for the Pirates, second baseman number 4, Carlos Cardozo-Oquendo.
That brings up Carlos Cardozo-Oquendo. He is 1 for 2, had a bunt single his last time up. And the first pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. Swinging a ground ball into right field or left field. That is a base hit for Cardozo-Oquendo. He is 2 for 3. And the Pirates have a runner on with 1 out for Alex Weish. So again, a base hit by the Pirates spurs activity in the USC Aiken bullpen. But this time it is number 31.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 3, right fielder Alex White.
Corey Dobbins going down to warm up as we go back to the top of the Pirate order. Alex Weish steps in. He is 1 for 3. Tried to bunt his last time up, but popped the bunt up to the pitcher Owens. First pitch swinging is Weish, and he fouls one off down the right side out of play. A left-hander joining Dobbins, the right-hander in the bullpen, number 15, Tyler Steven. Throw over to first, and Cardozo-Oquendo back to the bag. Carlos does not have a stolen base this season, but he's got a pretty good sized lead at first. Fastball by Owens is right over the plate, and Weish falls behind in the count, 0-2. Weish had the big at-bat for the Pirates on Tuesday against Savannah State. Pirates had runners, or the bases loaded with 2 outs, runner goes. It's a hit and run. Ground ball to short. Steps on second, does Carmen, throws on to first, and it is a 6-3 double play that gets the Pacers out of the inning. We are through 6 here at Pirate Field. It is 4-0 Armstrong. Chad Jackson back with you here at Power Field as we move to the 7th inning. Armstrong leading USC Aiken 4-0. He'll be the 2-3-4 hitters in the order for the Pacers to face Thomas Gray as David Vitko, the second baseman, steps to the plate. He is 0 for 2, grounded out to short twice. He hits a ground ball foul down the third base side here, and it's 0-1. Shelby Duff has come in to pitch for Emily Hedrick in the second inning of the North Georgia Armstrong softball game. As there's a ground ball into left field, and that will break up the no-hitter. Heading for second is Vitko, and he is in with a leadoff double here in the 7th. And that gives the Pacers a little bit of life as Vitko breaks up the no-hit bid by Thomas Gray. The last no-hitter thrown by an Armstrong pitcher was Mike Roga back in 2002. So now Gray will be able to just concentrate on keeping this 4-0 lead here in the 7th. Bill Rice, the center fielder, steps to the plate. He flew out to right his last time up. He is 0 for 2. Shows bunt, takes the pitch low for a ball, and it's 1-0. Gray's 1-0 pitch. Grounded to second. Cardoza-Oquendo will throw to first. That will retire Rice. Moving from second to third is Vitko. And there's one away.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 23, Travis Howard.
I'll bring up Travis Howard. Drew a walk from Gray in the 5th inning, so he is 0 for 1 officially. Corners come in for the Pirates, but the middle infielders stay back at normal depth as Howard is hit by the pitch of Gray. So Travis Howard heads down to first base, and runners are now at the corners. For the third baseman, Nick Arenas, he is 0 for 2. He had to a fielder's choice his last time up. Arenas steps in. And Thomas Gray will work from the stretch. The first pitch to Arenas is low for a ball. USC Aiken has turned a pair of double plays today. Pirates would love to turn one here and get out of the inning. 2 runners on for the Pacers. Gray's 1-0 pitch is low for a ball.
You're not going to get a phone call from him? You think he'll keep Confer?
Steve Ryan was like, well, what do you know about him? Are you going to change back now?
The 2-0 delivery from Thomas Gray to Nick Arenas is low, and it's 3-0. So Gray, who threw 6 no-hit innings, gave up the leadoff double to Vitko, got a ground ball, but now is in danger of loading the bases and bringing the tying run to the plate. The 3-0 pitch from Gray to Arenas is a strike, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 delivery, and time is called by Arenas. Well, Shelby Duff got the Pirates out of the second inning jam as she retired McGuire and Smith, and we go to the third inning in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament with Armstrong trailing it just 1-0 to the top-ranked Saints. 3-1 pitch swung on and missed. Good changeup by Gray, and the count is now full. Again, we are in the top of the 7th inning, game 1 of this Peach Belt Conference series between the Pirates and the Pacers. Game 2 will come your way tomorrow, first part of a doubleheader at 12:30 in the afternoon. Ball 4 issued to Arenas, and assistant coach Calvin Culberson's going to head out to the mound and talk things over with Thomas Gray. So we have a break in the action. We'll come back after this short break. Armstrong leads USC Aiken 4-0. Meeting on the mound is done, and now Thomas Gray will go to work against the catcher, Gary Asbill. Asbill flew out to center his last time up. He is 0 for 2 today. He has also grounded out to third. Bases full of Pacers. Best scoring chance for USC Aiken in this ball game. And Thomas Gray's first pitch is inside for a ball. Asbill hitting .305 on the season for USC Aiken. The senior catcher from Batesburg, South Carolina, takes a pitch upstairs, and it's 2-0. There was not much activity in the Armstrong bullpen, but when Gray walked Arenas, that sparked some activity. The 2-0 pitch from Thomas is lifted into the air into very shallow left field. Michael Price will make the grab, and it's so shallow none of the runners can advance, and that is the second out of the inning. So now Gray 1 out away from getting out of the jam. as the right fielder, J.J. Loker, will step to the plate. Brandon McCreary is warming up in the Armstrong bullpen.
Number 10, J.J. Loker.
As J.J. Loker steps to the plate, the right fielder struck out against Gray his last at-bat. He also grounded out to second. That was back in the third inning. Gray's first pitch is a off-speed pitch that's right over the plate for a strike. A 1 pitch grounded to second. Cardozo Kendo to Sutton for the force, and that retires the side. Thomas Gray pitches out of the bases loaded 1-out jam. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 7th inning stretch. Pirates lead at 4-0.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left.
Austin Thomas, Chris Zitrower, John Roberts due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning in a 4-0 ball game. And Austin Thomas looks at a first pitch strike from Stephen Owens, who gave up 4 in the first but has not given up a run since. The 1 pitch is outside, taken for a ball, and it's 1-1. Thomas is 0 for 1 officially. He has drawn 2 walks from Owens today. Swings and it's a ground ball to second, and that will be an infield hit for Thomas. And the Pirates, it looks like, are going to get a pinch runner at first base, as Justin Harris is going to run for Thomas.
So beginning as a pinch runner for the Pirates, number 38, Justin Harris.
So Justin Harris in at first for Austin Thomas.
Batting for the Pirates, third baseman number 23, Chris Zitrower.
And Chris Zitrower will step to the plate. 9 hits for the Pirates today as a team. And he shows bunt to Zitrower, and that is a foul ball on the first bunt attempt by the Pirates' third baseman. As again, activity begins in the USC Aiken bullpen.
They'd like everybody to warm up today.
Zitrower bunts again, foul down the first base side. So 2 bunt attempts by Zitrower, can't get it down. He'll most likely be swinging away now. Zitrower is 0 for 2 in today's contest. Grounded out to third his last time up, but he has reached on an error. He has also drawn a walk. This time he does get the bunt down, and it's a good one. Right to the pitcher, Owens. He underhands it to first, does Owens, but a two-strike sacrifice hit by Zitrower moves Justin Harris into scoring position.
Now batting for the Pirates, catcher number 24, John Roberts.
So with a runner in scoring position, John Roberts steps to the plate. Roberts 1 for 3, singled in a run in the first, but since then he has grounded into a double play and flied out to right. And they are going to intentionally walk Roberts to bring up Cameron Scott. So the ultimate respect paid to the sophomore catcher for the Pirates, as John Roberts will be intentionally walked for the first time this season. Pirates have only been intentionally walked twice before in 39 games. Josh Wilson with 1 and Chris Zitrower with 1. But Owens will put Roberts on and bring up Cameron Scott. Of course, Cameron Scott in his last at-bat doubled. And it looks like he will not face Owens, as Kenny Thomas has made the slow walk to the mound. We are going to have a pitching change for the Pacers. So we'll step away and come back, tell you who the new pitcher is. You're listening to Pirate Baseball.
See, I like that though, because sometimes
The new pitcher for USC Aiken is sophomore left-hander Tyler Stephen from Louisville, Kentucky, making his 17th appearance of the season, 4-1 with a 5.29 earned run average and 1 save, 32 in the third innings pitched for Stephen. 33 hits given up. He has walked 19 and struck out 32, and he faces Cameron Scott with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Stephen Owens went 6 1/3, gave up 9 hits, 4 runs. He walked 4, struck out 3. The 2 runners on base are his responsibility, as Cameron Scott, the switch hitter, now switches around to the right side of the plate to face Stephen. And the first pitch bounces in the dirt and gets past the catcher, Asbill. And that'll be a wild pitch, moving Harris and Roberts to second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Scott, who can give the Pirates a little insurance here in the 7th. Cameron is 2 for 3 with an RBI, doubled in his last at-bat, singled in a run in the first. Swings and fouls this one off towards the Pirates dugout, and it's 1-1. Justin Harris, the pinch runner, on at third. John Roberts on at second. Infield is in. Ground ball to third. They've got the runner hung up between third and home. Harris will smartly give himself up because Roberts moved to third. And on the fielder's choice, we'll put runners on the corners with 2 out now for Josh Wilson. That brings up Josh Wilson.
Now batting for the Pirates, left fielder, number 5, Josh Wilson.
Still searching for his first hit of the ball game. Josh is 0 for 3. Struck out in the first, flew out in the third, grounded out in the fifth.
He did all the outs he could. Struck out, flew out, grounded out.
Stevens' first pitch to Wilson, grounded up the middle, but backhanded by Carmen, the shortstop, to the second baseman, Vitko, and that retires the side. We head to the top of the 8th. Your score, Armstrong Atlantic 4, USC Aiken 0. 1-1. We move to the top of the 8th inning. Armstrong Atlantic leading USC Aiken 4-0. The 16th ranked Pacers will send Josh Miller, Matt Key, and Stephen Carmen to the plate to face
8,
Thomas Gray.
Josh Miller.
The Pacers, one of several Peach Belt teams ranked in the latest Collegiate Baseball Division II Top 30. Columbus State is the top-ranked Peach Belt team at number 7. Francis Marion 1 spot behind at number 8. Georgia College comes in at number 12, and USC Aiken is number 16, followed by North Georgia at number 19, and UNC Pembroke at number 21. So 6 conference teams in the top 30 rankings this week. Josh Miller looks at a pitch high for a ball. Miller struck out against Gray his last time up. He is also grounded out to short. Looks at a pitch at the knees for a strike here, and it's 1-1. They are in the top of the 4th at the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, as there's a shot to third off the bat of Miller, stabbed by Zitrauer on one bounce. Zitrauer fires over to first, and there's one away. Top of the 4th inning, it is still 1-0 North Georgia.
Batting next for the Pacers is number 7, Matt Key.
But the Pirates are actually out-hitting the Saints 3-2. Now I'll bring up the left fielder, Matt Key. Tried to bunt his way on his last time up, but bunted back to the pitcher, Gray. So he is 0 for 2 today. Breaking ball by Gray is right over the plate for a strike, and it's 0-1. Oh-1 pitch, a little outside, taken for a ball, and it's 1-1. Bless you, Sean. The 1-1 pitch from Gray, lifted into center field. On the run is Price, tries to make a diving grab but can't do it, and it'll be a single for Key, and the second hit of the ball game for the Pacers. Nice effort by Price out in center field. And they're going to make sure he's okay. And it looks like he is as we go back to the top of the Pacer order for Stephen Carmen, the shortstop. Carmen made the nice backhanded stab of the ball up the middle to end the 7th inning. But at the plate, he is 0 for 3. He is grounded out twice and also popped out. Gray's first pitch is grounded to short. Sutton steps on second, throws to first. The throw is high, but Cameron Scott gloves it and tags Carmen on the head for the double play, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pirates lead it 4-0.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. No one left. I thought that was your phone. I didn't realize that was you singing.
Bottom third of the order for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 8th. Michael Price, Jake Sutton, Carlos Cardoza, Oquendo to face reliever Tyler Stephen, beginning his 2nd inning of work. And Stephen delivers a strike to Price. And it's 0-1. Bunt by Price to third. Arenas throws to first. It's in time, and that is a 5-3 putout. And it's an 0-1 or 1 out, and Jake Sutton will step to the plate. So 2 down for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 8th, and Carlos Cardoza Oquendo looks at a first pitch ball from Tyler Stephen. Stephen has retired 4 straight since coming in relief of Stephen Owens. Next pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. Cardoza Oquendo 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. Swings and misses at the breaking ball by Stephen, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is low for a ball. Two balls, two strikes. Swing and a foul back to the screen keeps the count 2-2. Two pitch grounded foul down the third base side. So the count remains 2-2. Two pitch, high chopper to third. Arenas up with it, throws on to first, and 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Pirates lead at 4-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field as we move to the top of the 9th. Armstrong Atlantic trying to close out a 4-0 Game 1 win over number 16 ranked USC Aiken. And Thomas Gray trying to pick up his second complete game as a Pirate. He hurled his first ever complete game for Armstrong back on February 23rd, a 3-2 win at Augusta State in a non-conference contest. And Thomas Gray's first pitch to David Vitko, the second baseman, is a strike. Pirates have not hurled a Peach Belt Conference shutout, by the way, since April 18th and 19th of last season. That series against Columbus State was the first time in Peach Belt Conference history that a team has thrown 3 shutouts against a conference opponent in a Peach Belt series. The Pirates swept Columbus State 10-0, 3-0, and 5-0 that weekend. 0-2 pitch to Vitko is in the dirt, taken for a ball, and it's 1-2.
April 18th and 19th would be 1 year ago. Even though it is the 16th. Because it's the same weekend.
Today's the 3-year anniversary of the
The
Virginia Tech.
1-2 pitch from Gray. Swung on and looped to short. Grabbed by Jake Sutton for out number 1.
Batting out for the Pacers, number 22, Bill Rice.
And that'll bring up the center fielder, Bill Rice. Grounded out to short, or excuse me, to second his last time up. He's 0 for 3.
Yesterday was the 98th anniversary of the Titanic sinking.
Was it?
98 years.
April?
April 15th, 1912.
The first pitch from Gray is a strike to Rice, and it's 0-1.
It struck Rice for about April 14th, and it's
4 runs on 9 hits and 1 error for Armstrong Atlantic. All 4 of those runs coming in inning number 1. As there's a ground ball to second, Cardozo-Oquendo up with it. He flips to first. And the Pacers are down to their final out. USC Aiken, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error in this contest as Travis Howard comes to the plate. He has only put the ball in play once today, and that was a line out to deep center field. Since then, he has walked and been hit by a pitch.
Travis Howard.
By the way, a 2-out rally by North Georgia. The Saints score twice in the bottom of the 4th, and they go to the top of the 5th. It is 3-0 Saints over the Pirates in Peach Belt Conference Tournament softball action. Gray starts off Howard with a strike, and it's 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to second. Carlos Cardozo-Oquendo up with it. Throws on to first, and Thomas Gray has his first career shutout as a Pirate as he limits USC Aiken to 2 hits and a 4-0 win over the Pacers. Fan will come back 12:30 p.m. for Armstrong Atlantic against USC Aiken in this 3-game Peach Belt Conference series. So we will talk to you tomorrow afternoon from here at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic wins game 1 of this series 4-0 over the Pacers.